Recording. Okay, it's recording now.
Okay.
So, Kim, do you want to present it again, or does everybody feel we have good background on it?
I think I have pretty good background unless there's anything that's changed since the last time we discussed it.
Kim, do you want to
No,
say
no
anything more?
changes. No,
Okay.
no, I mean, there's no changes to what I've requested.
Okay. Rita, are you good?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Now, Joe did have his son draw up the elevation to scale so we could fit the stained glass window into the space. Did everybody get to see those?
Just if you'd like me to remind everybody, I mean, I actually have them both open on my PC next to my desk, and they've all been distributed to everybody. And there's actually 3 renderings. One is sort of a pretty good rendering of all 3 windows, slightly not to scale because the side windows appear the same height as the center window, which you all kind of realize is not the case. And then there's 2 other drawings that are much better and more detail that show the one main window in the middle, and then, you know, just for grins, my son put one of the side windows as if it was the only window in the middle. Not that that's the proposal, just to show the documents to scale. So I think, again, the bottom line is that all 3 potential variations, at least from these drawings, appear to fit to scale. Whether they're appropriate for the building or not, in the opinion of the committee, is a different question. But all 3 options, all 3 windows would be tight, but theoretically doable. Obviously, either the large window or one of the side windows individually would work. So that's kind of what the drawings portray.
Are there discussions from the board?
Well, I'd like to know what Kim is proposing at this point, whether it's a single panel, all 3, what, you know.
I'm open. I would like to put at least the center window in. I don't have, I mean, I guess my preference would be to put all 3 up there. If it fits and flows and looks well, I'm open to just putting the big window in. It doesn't, I mean, any of those variations appeals to me. I'd like to put a stained glass in the top.
Other discussions? Comments?
Nope.
Can we see the renderings again?
I mean, I have them up on my PC. I think there was an email that went around. I can look for it and distribute it again if you'd like.
Well,
I
I
don't
know.
have the document
Okay,
up
wait.
on the same.
All right.
I can't share the screen, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
We can
Okay, I know,
share the
but I
screen?
thought-
Let me see if this will work. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
That's
Just
the darker ones are the single individual windows, and I don't know if you can see in the frame the other picture that it's the 3 together.
Okay. Yep. Got it.
Yeah, sorry I wasn't able to do that more elegantly.
No, that's all right. That's all right. I think Jerry put them on. I think Jerry could do it, but that's okay. That's fine. Just as a reminder.
And here's what we have that's existing.
Right.
Yeah, that's correct.
This is a lot easier putting it up this way than it is to share it. So,
Old school, Jerry.
Low tech, low tech.
yeah, so, okay. If there's any more discussion, is there any recommendations?
Jerry, you want to lead it off? I have an opinion, but I don't want to dominate the conversation.
I'm the chairman, so I shouldn't be leading it off. I always have opinions, but
I'll go. Again, I think that the plans that Kim has gone through about the whole building in general are a massive improvement upon its previous condition. I saw the roof, looks really great, and I'm sure there's, you know, if I remember correctly, there's a ton more work to be done. I think the building's going to look terrific when it's done. It's going to be a great update to the town for such a prominent structure. I don't pretend to be an expert on Victorian architecture or even this structure. I don't see the windows as being a massive departure from a traditional building in a town like ours. So I would have no objection personally to this change, given everything that's going to be done combined with the structure and how it's going to end up when it's finished, which is, in my opinion, a vast improvement upon what was already there. So that's my opinion.
Other comments?
I'm torn because I sort of like the old, as I've said, I've been pretty consistent. I sort of like what's up there, and don't see a need for it. I appreciate Kim's desire to do something to put her stamp on it. And certainly I echo Joe's opinion about the vast improvement for the building in total. I mean, the work that they're doing is amazing. So that's where I'm at, on the fence.
Rita?
Kim has done a great job tackling all the repairs and really bringing the building up to a really nice standard. My position is I like the current configuration and facade, and I would prefer that it stay.
On my thoughts, we talk about certain buildings having contributing to the historic district, and this Queen Anne building is the premier Carpenter Gothic structure in the borough, and the element on the gable end of the roof is, I feel, part of the contributing elements to the structure. It makes the building. And we're talking about historic preservation. It's not about like or dislike. I think the stained glass window would be, a nice element. I think our purpose is to maintain the historic character of the building, and I think this is a critical element to the building. So for historic preservation, I think it should remain.
Sorry, it's my dogs.
They're chiming in.
Yeah, they're weighing in.
So, with that said, is there, Rita, are you talking? Is there a
No.
recommendation?
I mean, I think, it sounds to me like there's two somewhat opposed, one neutral, or maybe slight preference opposed, and then my opinion would be in favor of. So I think that's.
And Joe, you can be a dissenter.
Yeah, and I think I understand that, and I would plan to be. Just,
Okay.
No disrespect to anybody else's opinion.
No, I think everybody has their own opinion, and we all respect everybody's opinion, including Kim's. She's a critical element here, so.
Right.
So I'm still waiting for a
The
recommendation.
next step, Jerry, if I could just ask a question, I guess the next step would be we would formalize our, mixed recommendation or mixed evaluation of the proposal, and then Kim would have to decide whether to go to the borough council with a,
She could
a
appeal
formal
or she
request
could,
given that.
right,
Okay,
correct.
that's what I thought.
Well,
Thanks.
Jerry, I'll make a recommendation that we consider and approve as presented, and we can vote on it.
Okay, so that's your recommendation?
That we vote on the proposal.
The vote is to approve the recommendation. Or the.
No.
That's
submission.
the question. That's the question on the floor, or the action on the floor, and then we vote on that.
Well, so you're making a recommendation to approve the application as submitted? That's your
That
recommendation?
doesn't. It may be my recommendation, but it may not be my vote. I'm moving the process.
Right.
All right. All those in favor of the recommendation to approve the application as submitted?
Aye.
All those opposed?
Nay.
Nay. All right, is there any other recommendations?
I can just say that I'm really disappointed. This house has had some major changes over its life. And I'm really disappointed that you guys will not let me bring this house to the next level and make it look even better than it already does. I find that a little disheartening. We're putting a significant amount of money into this house, and I'd really like to put my stamp on it. And I think that this window is part of that process. And I don't think it's out of the realm to request that and get permission from you to do that.
And Kim, I really think that, as Joe said, I think the next step is obviously for you to go to council, and you can say just that. That's fine. And I think
99% of the time the council sides with you guys, so by you saying no, I'm
Kim,
done. So, and
Kim,
honestly, Joy, I'm not in this to fight anymore. I mean, I had enough battles with the borough. I've had enough battles with the board. I've had enough battles with people in the town. You guys say no, I'm just gonna let it go because I'm done fighting. I'm asking permission to do something that I think is allowed. And I'm really disappointed that you guys are gonna step back and say, just because what's there, you think is historically significant enough that I can't change it. So I'm really disappointed that you're digging into something that I don't think is that significant.
and I guess some of us would disagree, but I really do think you should go to council and just state your case, just as you stated it now. I think it's a perfect point to put to them, because we are only the recommending body. And although, you say most of the time they go along with us, that's true probably, but there have been occasions when they don't. And some of them may very well agree with you.
I'm not interested in fighting.
Okay.
I've had enough battles with you guys. I've had enough, battles with the town and battles with people. You guys say no, it's just going to be no. And I'm extremely disappointed that you guys are sitting back and saying that I can't make a change to a house that has gone under significant changes over the last 200 years.
Okay, well, that's your choice. That certainly is your choice.
Is there another recommendation?
No, I think that was the main gist of the proposal.
Yeah, I don't see how there can be another recommendation. I'm not clear what you're asking, Jerry.
I mean, that's good. It was just denied and we don't do any more.
Well, what else would we do?
Well, there could be a recommendation that the application be denied. Or a motion.
Well, the motion was to approve it, and you've denied the approval. It's 3-1 against allowing me to put this window in the peak of the house. So what more is there to do other than just say, you put a motion on the floor to say, do we deny this? And then it's a 3-1, yes, deny, 1 to approve. So what's the difference? It's the same outcome.
I agree.
I lose.
Right. I will write it up and send it to council with 1 aye and 3 nay to approve it as submitted. Right?
Okay.
Is there anything else for the HARB meeting?
Not that I'm aware
No,
of.
Jerry, unless you want to release Kim and then, we can wrap up ourselves, but I don't know if there's any other business that's speaking of.
I don't have any other business.
We don't have any other business, right?
Do you have anything else?
No.
No.
No?
No.
No.
All right. The meeting is adjourned. I'm
Okay.
turning off
Thank
the
you.
recording.